Hey there! So today we have another review. This is a beer from Deviant Wolfe out of Stanford. Excuse me. This is pineapple troll cake, coconut pineapple sour. Cool stuff. This is not one of those kind of like what do you call it, like pastry smoothie sours. Obviously, you can tell that right here. And they also make one of my favorite and most interesting sours in the entire, I guess, area of Central Florida. Their coffee blonde sour, which is super weird. Kettle sour with coffee makes no sense, but that beer is crusher. And actually, you can post a comment. I post a link to it above. But let's hope they crush this sour. Pineapple coconut. Pina colada, pina colada. I will say pina colada is just something in my heart I really enjoy. Not that I really drink that many pina coladas in adult life. Just as a kid, like we'd go to the restaurants, and one of my mom's favorite restaurants, it had a bar, and I would just get virgin pina coladas. I just loved it. Loved virgin pina coladas. So um, just as tasty as an adult with rum and all that other stuff in it. But beer is deep gold, so maybe a little bit of deep gold, maybe light amber at best. Deep gold. Um, a little bit of haze on that. Interesting color for a tropical sour, but the flavor's where it's at. I'm not very pushy on the nose. I actually don't know the canning date. They don't have it posted. Or like I think the dater on the can is like all like messed up. It literally has like actually no, they missed it. Just missed it. Literally there's no can date on here. Sorry. So not very pungent. I get a little bit of pineapple, definitely get kettle sour. Nothing too specific, just a little bit sour, but not too sour for a kettle sour. Maybe a little bit of pineapples, coconut sweetness, but really not too much on the nose. Strange. Okay, wow. That's so weird that I really smell it, but I really get it on the palate. So they're definitely using like a lot of coconut in here. For me, so actually a really good, maybe a beer talk I should do. A lot of breweries now use like amaretti. So amaretti is like if you go to Starbucks and blah blah, like the caramel and the toffee and all those flavorings. A lot of breweries, including some breweries I've worked for, um, actually a large portion of breweries that use have like fruited kind of beers actually use this flavor maker called amaretti, and they just pump a bunch of stuff in it, and it's not necessarily bad because you can have some good beers with it, but sometimes the beers are very uninteresting because it's just from a flavor company. It's not really the actual ingredient. Here, I might want to say the coconut might be real. There's just a depth of toastiness that I feel like amaretti wouldn't do. I feel like the amaretti, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But where's the sour in general? So in general, this is a quite nice, simple kettle sour. I really like the acidity on it. I generally like my kettle sours a little bit more acidic, but I find there's a little bit of pineapple sweetness, which is actually quite nuanced. I think this beer could have pushed a little bit further on the pineapple quality, and then the coconut is really nice. It's like layered and very gently toasted, or obviously it's toasted quite nicely, but it tastes gently toasted in the beer. Like it again, um, the impression of these ingredients is very not balanced, but like nuanced. Like it doesn't punch you in the face like singing on pina colada because that's not what this beer does. This is not a pina colada beer. It really is a kettle sour with just a little bit of fruit and a little bit of coconut to give this kind of waxy, toasty, kind of vanilla-y, kind of sweet kind of thing going on. Yeah. I'm curious about how old the beer is because I feel it's a little nuanced. I feel like if you're gonna sell a beer called pineapple coconut, like you should really push just a little bit more. I like where the flavors don't seem to go too smoothie, too candy, too artificial, too amaretti, too like 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 obviously these can be impression beers, and I like impression beers, and I like beers like what is it Humble Forager with their like tiki sour, smoothie punch you in the face kind of beers. But also like balanced kettle sours, which just have a blank slate of kettle sour, pump some ingredients on top of it. Don't allow it to overly dominate everything. I think they really do a good job with their kettle sour, where it's just like it's like plus tart. It's like medium minus sour at best, right? Like it's really not that sour. Yeah, it's tart. It's like tart to tart plus and really like minorly sour. The really nice kind of smooth kind of coconut flavor is something nice. It almost has this kind of like oily, milky flavor, which obviously like coconut's quite oily. So again, I suspect they're using real coconut. Possible. If they're not, then the Amaretti product is just so good that like the flavor creators are just crushing it and like adding complexity that I couldn't know existed that Amaretti could do. Um, but yeah, for me, I really wish the flavor was just a little bit more amped up. And I'm not saying go all the way to like Jolly Rancher pineapple candy thingy and push me with like all these like oily kind of like sweet coconut flavors. I just wish it was just a little bit more blended in, and it is nuanced, but just a little too nuanced. So there you go. Sorry. Let's go with a. It's very drinkable, tasty beer. 85. 85. That is pineapple troll cake. It has a little cake thing going on. So I'm curious if they actually add vanilla flavoring. So I'm suspecting there's maybe some vanilla flavoring. It's amping up this kind of coconut flavor. But yeah, makes a little bit of cake thing going on. Interesting. That's all I found, guys. Cheers. 85.